New York City. Shout out to us. But yo, these black men, and I don't mean all of them, just some of them, are fucking lazy. I went to the job this morning on a real big job this morning, and my homeboy from Jamaica had to come in and do the work of the other men. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what the fuck it is. Yo, what the fuck is going on with these men that are being raised in America? The black men. I'm black. I was raised in America. My father was raised in America. My grandmother was raised in America. My grandmother never had to work a job in her life. Shout out to the chat. Unless she went to the World War II factories. That's the only time my grandmother worked. Other than that, she was married to somebody that could provide for her. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to my grandfather. Shout out to the truth. And I don't mean no goddamn harm. But these black men, and I don't mean no harm, but they mean harm to me. They don't want to work. I figured that out months ago, years ago, about black men. Now today I had to work with a Jamaican brother. A shout out to the chat. And he was very wonderful. Very wonderful to me. Never disrespected me in a disrespectful manner. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. He never disrespected me. Them other black men always disrespect me. One way or another. Shout out to the chat. But we went to work today, and the boss said we had to clean out one building today. The whole building had to get done. You know, them other dudes went, they ran, they did this, they ducked, they dodged. That's what they do. Shelter check. Not just black men, white men too. Me in Jamaica was working all the floors, cleared out all the floors, took out all the trash, all the debris, and then we had to go downstairs and work in a different sector of the building. Shout out to the chat. And we cleared it out. And when the boss man came through, he said, y'all worked a good job, blah, blah, blah. Me and Jamaica did it. None of them other bitch ass niggas did it. We did the real shit. The real shit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. I'm mad as hell. And this is why other people in other countries say black men are lazy. And yes, they are. They have been lazy for quite some time. Shout out to the chat. My father was never lazy. My grandfather was never lazy. My great grandfather was never lazy. None of those men were lazy. But we got these new generation men, 50 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, 18 years old, whatever. They are lazy as fuck. They are lazy. Lazy. I went to the office this afternoon. One of the young men said, "You are so dusty." You got mud on your boots. What was the other people doing on the fucking job? He already knew. He already knew. Shout out to chat. But me and Jamaica worked the building. We cleared the building. We did everything we could do for the building today. We was cut off at 3 o'clock. Shout out to the chat. The ride didn't come until almost 4 o'clock. Shout out to the chat. It is what the fuck it is. Shout out to the chat. While Sis was going live, I was at work. Shout out to the chat. I'm not blaming Sis. It's not his fucking fault. It's my fucking fault for being a drop shot, no name or brand when I was young. It came into my older life. Shout out to the chat. But it is what the fuck it is. Who ain't here will catch the playback. Shout out to the chat. Some of you cannot even catch the playback right away. Not right now. But I'm getting ready to go live tomorrow morning and do a video I haven't done in quite a long time. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914 Western County, New York. I'm not feeling good at all. My emotional feelings and my private thoughts. But I'm getting ready to share a video tomorrow about my private thoughts. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Yo, American black men are lazy. Some of you are lazy. Not all of you. Not all of you. Some of you are lazy as fuck. I'm tired of dealing with you. Tired of dealing with you. And I keep telling those young men, get out of my way. If you ain't gonna do it, let me do it. But at least do what you need to do. Take out the um heavy lifting. Cause I have to do it. It's gonna be a fucking problem. It's gonna be a fucking problem. I'm tired of it. I'll be 52 years old this month. This month. Shout out to the chat. And I'm tired of dealing with lazy black men from America. I'm tired of dealing with you. I've been told you to your goddamn face. I'm tired of you. Tired. I'm tired of Birdman. I'm tired of Kendall. I'm tired of dealing with different dudes from America that are black, that are lazy as fuck. You don't want to do the job? Let somebody else do the job. I wish some of my homeboys from Texas would come out there on them fucking tickets. We would clear everything out. And one day, these other niggas from Charleston, South Carolina, other parts of South Carolina, them Geechees, I don't give a fuck about them fucking Geechees. I know about them. I know about them. And I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of hearing them. The Jamaican can come in and do your job more better than you can. The African can come in and do your job better than you can. The Mexicans can come in and do your job better than you can. The Peruvians can come in and do your job better than you can. The Cubans can come in and do your job better than you can. What the fuck is your problem, black man of America? What is your real problem? What is your problem? And some of you are not from Africa. Some of your ancestors are not from Africa. They're right from here in North America. And they put themselves as black because you know why? They wanted certain benefits from black people. Shout out to the chat. And that's the fucking truth. It is what the fuck it is. So tired of shit. We will see each other tomorrow.